Lesson 2.6 is entitled, What is Average? And this is a personal finance lesson. So by the end of this lesson, you should understand that numerical data can be summarized using measures of central tendency. And those three different types of measures that we're going to be exploring are mean, median, and just a bit about mode as well. And those will all be defined. So we will be able to calculate the mean, median, and mode for our numerical data set. So problem situation. So you want to take some time, as always, and read this problem situation. And this is about summarizing data about credit cards. And as we've talked, credit cards are a big topic for many people because so many people have a credit card or many credit cards. And so then we also have debt. So a revolving line of credit is an agreement between a consumer and lender that allows the consumer to obtain credit for an undetermined amount of time. The debt is repaid periodically and can be borrowed again once it is repaid. The use of a credit card is an example of a revolving line of credit. So here's some data. So according to creditcards.com, U.S. consumers own more than 600 million credit cards. About 98% of the total U.S. revolving debt is made up of credit card debt. Average credit card debt per household with a credit card is $14,743. Worldwide, there are more than $2.5 trillion in transactions annually, so each year. It is estimated that there are 10,000 credit card payment transactions made every second. So this is back in 2009. Notice, according to the U.S. government, 15% of college freshmen had a zero balance on their credit card. The median debt carried by freshmen was $939. And recall that the median is the middle number of a data set when the numeric values are arranged in order of size. So that would be from smallest to largest. Seniors graduated with an average credit card debt of more than $4,100, and 1/5 of seniors owed more than $7,000 on their credit cards. In 2004, 3/4 of all American families had at least one credit card, but only 58% carried a balance. If a credit card user carries a balance, which means they do not pay off their monthly debt in full, the credit card company assesses a finance charge or interest for the use of their money. And this can be avoided by paying the balance in full. So in the first part of this lesson, you will use the information from above about credit cards to learn about some ways to understand this quantitative information. So we already talked about the fact that a median is the middle number, and we have to rank the data. So we've got to put our data in order from lowest to highest. But then let's talk about our other two measures of central tendency. And so the next one is mean. So the word mean is the sum of all numbers in the data set divided by the number of numbers in the data set. And we talked about that in P&L 2.5. Also recall from the P&L that mode is the number or numbers in a data set that occur most frequently. Now, of careful note, there can be more than one mode. So if two different numbers are occurring the same number of times, and that's the most number of times, both of those numbers could be the mode. Now, if one value occurs the most number of times, but it is the only number that occurs, that does not meet the definition of mode, because it has to be the numbers that are occurring most frequently. There has to be a comparison there. So let's dive into the first couple of questions here. So for question number 1, the population of the United States is slightly more than 300 million people, and there are about 100 million households in the United States. So what is the mean number of credit cards per capita? And we have talked about what per capita means. And then your second question is, what is the mean number of credit cards per household? Your next question, consider this statement. Average credit card debt per household with a credit card is $14,743. Please explain this statement. What does this mean? Next question. Question number 3 has quite a few parts to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is read the intro. So recall that college seniors graduated with an average credit card debt of more than $4,100. Imagine you ask 4 groups of 5 graduating college seniors what their credit card debt is. So the amount of debt for each senior in each group is shown in the table. So we first have Group A. And for Group A, we have 5 people in this group that have credit card debt of 0 for the first person, $11,200 for the second person, and then we have $500 for the third person, and then both the fourth and fifth person people have $4,400 each as their credit card debt. So then also explore debt for Group B, Group C, and our fourth group is Group D. So your first question for question number 3 is just a little bit of work with spreadsheet evaluation, and I want you to take some time and identify the value in cell D4, just so that we're able to communicate with each other. The next thing that you are asked to do is to find the mean debt of each group of college graduates and make sure the value you found is reasonable given the values in the table. So it's very important that you're not just punching numbers in your calculator, but making sure that you understand the process of finding the mean so that you can understand what is the mean debt for Group A, B, C, and D. Using the same set of information, we would like you to find the median of each set of data. And then please find the mode of each set of data. And now your challenge is to create a data set of the debt of 5 college seniors that have a mean debt of $4,100, and then write your data in the table below. So your challenge again is to create a data set of the debt of 5 college seniors that have a mean debt of $4,100. And there are infinite possibilities for this question. So the introductory information in this problem situation gives data about the median debt carried by freshmen. And so your challenge here is to create a data set of 6 freshmen so that the data set has the same median reported for all college freshmen. So make sure you go back to the beginning of this lesson. And what was the median reported for all college freshmen? And you are to create a data set of 6 freshmen so that it has the same median. So in wrapping up this lesson, we want to finish with making connections. So what were we accomplishing with lesson 2.6 with the topic of what is average? So the main focus for today was looking at measures of central tendency, and we want to think about what are the advantages of looking at measures of central tendency. So first of all, just as a reminder, and I want you to fill this in, your 3 measures of central tendency that we talked about were mean, median, and mode. And then in terms of why we want to look at them, one way of looking at the advantage of determining measures of central tendency is it helps us to understand our data. It's a way of summarizing our data. Okay, so I hope that this video helped you in terms of tackling this lesson, and we will speak more about this in the future.